Hardcore team deathmatch. Let's do this.
Hey, this is Spider-Mint. Welcome to my first Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 video. Got a hardcore team deathmatch on Quarry. Just looking at my class setup here. The thing to note is my kill streaks are a bit odd. I wouldn't usually have this setup. I'm not sure why I have. Usually I'd have a UAV on 3 kills. Now this, you really need a UAV on hardcore, so try and make sure at least one of your team has a UAV, otherwise you'll be practically blind for the entire match and you'll just be getting shot from all over the place. I think one of my team does, so I got away with it on this one. Here I'm playing quite defensively, just because we've just started the game and I'm not sure where the enemy is. They start to show themselves now. They've hunted us down. That's 2 guys have come in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a Claymore here just to prevent any more guys that are, they've heard the gunfire. They know there's action going on around here and there's likely that they're on their way. Just going to check, because they're obviously coming from this direction, check the known sniper spots here. There's a guy there. Luckily for me he wasn't looking. And there's a guy coming around here now. Now luckily my Claymore that I planted right at the start takes that guy out. It saves me. It's a nice little spot behind the little wall there. If you saw that, I recommend that. Just replacing that Claymore because that went off too. And there's 2 guys there. I'm not sure what they were doing. I think they were having a little hug or a kiss or a cuddle or something, which is fine. Occasionally I want to cuddle my teammates too, but I'd find a more suitable location to do that. I think I've got my 5 kill streak here, so I'm gonna look for a decent place to put me care package. This is a nice spot around the side of Quarry. If you don't use it, I recommend it, as a lot of players won't look here. They'll just run straight past you. I'm not suggesting you camp, of course, but it's quite a nice little spot. So I'm just calling in my sentry gun. cheeky little guy there, trying to steal it from the enemy team. Fair play, kudos to him, but it's mine. Get off. Just going to plant my sentry gun there. Now obviously sentry guns will only work if the enemy team do not have cold-blooded, and one thing to note about hardcore is that everyone has cold-blooded, mainly because you don't need stopping power pro, whatever, that is for core game modes. So here pretty much everyone has cold-blooded. It's extremely useful and it renders pretty much all air support useless. Now as you saw, I just died there because not taking my own advice, I thought my sentry gun had that direction covered, and it did not, so I died. Just stealing someone's last stand kill there, sorry about that, whoever it was, but he was going to kill me. He was definitely going to kill me, so I had to kill him. Okay, these are good, just these 2 Claymore spots, they seem to catch a lot of people, either coming up the hill or around that corner. You see it's got somebody already. They don't necessarily have to walk in that building. If they just come around the corner, it'll pretty much get them, and they won't see it. I remember this point in the game thinking, there's a guy coming around there. It's a Kimbo time! And yeah, I nailed him, but watching it back, for the life of me, I cannot see how I knew it was coming. Call it psychic ability if you like. I'm going to call it luck. Either way, it was pretty cool, and for a minute there, just a minute, it looked like I knew what I was doing. Right, I'm just going to head back around the building here. I've got a feeling that those guys I've killed are going to try and make their way back to get me, because they're going to be pissed. So just being quite cautious here, checking around. Oh, there goes the Claymore around the corner. That guy had come back. Sorry, buddy. I'm going to be even more pissed now. Got to another sentry gun here, so these could be really irritating, calling these air packages just for a blooming sentry gun that probably die straight away anyway. But there you go, being cautious there. I think a couple of games ago I got killed by my own care package again, very embarrassing, and then you lose it as well, just to add insult to injury, which is always nice. I've decided to go looking for them because they're obviously not coming. They must be doing what I'm doing and kind of holding up an area. So I'm off on a little run round. Still taking it slow, but sure enough, here's a guy trying to pick us off at the top there. It's quite vulnerable there. He might come back. So again, another Claymore exactly where I killed a guy, because they will come back. They want revenge, and they want to see me die, man. They want blood. So I'll just leave that there. Now I'm going to venture out into the centre of the map. I don't really advise this too often, but I think I've noticed that they're kind of around where we very first spawned at the start of the game. So I think these blocks are giving me sufficient cover here. So I'm just going to go around here. Sure enough, there's a guy. Got me 7 kill streak there. Got an airstrike. So now with airstrikes, as you can see, there are no dots on the map at all. So you kind of have to guess unless you have some idea where they are. If you don't know where they are, well, just look where your team are and just put the airstrike the other side of the map. This tactic, of course, also avoids team killing, which is all too easy to do on the old hardcore. Just replacing that Claymore there where that guy died, and I'm just going to place another one here in this little bush so they can't see it. Just get anyone running past there. I'm just going to sneak back to the middle of the map. Again, very dangerous. Just seeing, see that Claymore already got somebody. Here I get a bit complacent and yeah, I get thumped. So we're just going to watch this guy while we wait to respawn. He gets a bit ambitious with the old shotgun. Fair play. Yeah, I mean that's another difference in hardcore. If you don't play it, you might find the 15-second, 10-second respawn irritating, especially if you die a lot. You can spend more of the match watching kill cams. That's a shout out to you, Yoda. But luckily I only died like 3 times on here, so I don't spend that long watching him. And it can be funny as well, you watching your teammates, especially you Jedi. You get to either see your friends dying in silly ways or totally missing the person they're shooting at, which is always quite funny. So I see my team all hooked up in this building, so my back's fairly well covered there, so I'm just going to run off. I'm just going to fail at knifing that gun there. Second time lucky. Just going to go around here, slightly cautious, but I think they're way over the other side of the map, so I'm not taking it too slow. I recommend coming up the outside here, just to avoid the Claymore spot that I showed you earlier. I mean, this team aren't using Claymores, it seems, but obviously if I planted a Claymore, it would have got you if you come up on the inside. Now as I come around the corner here, I can hear a guy to my left, so I drop down here, and sure enough, he comes running out the door. He will probably think I was just camped there lying down, but I actually heard him, so I can't stress how important it is to use your speakers to listen for the enemy. I know that's not always possible, especially if your teammates are jabbering on or talking about football or having an argument, but if it's quite quiet and you're all concentrating, then you'll be able to hear guys come around the corner or whatever. Now I know these guys are proper trying to rush this part of the map now. I think they've lost their patience, especially with me. So he's got his akimbos out, he's in a bad mood. I nearly died there. New tubing, but he's not down there, so he's coming after me. He's coming up the stairs, so times to use the new tube. That's one of them. 2-0 to me. I just planted a little Claymore in case any more guys are coming back there. Bonus, plant another one, and die, thumped. You do find that if you spend too long in an area, people do lose their patience, and you may experience a slight noob tube up the ass, or a thumper in this case. So that's it, 25 and 3, not too shabby. Hope you've enjoyed the vid, and I'll catch you next time.